Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 15. I was about to say 14 there, but I corrected myself, thankfully. I've done a little bit of things in between episodes. I've built some more roofs over here. I've expanded this outside stockpile, which I know must be annoying to a lot of people. But having one inside the mountain probably wouldn't be able to trade because of the overhead mountain. That would make trading a little more complicated, etc. Anyway, we're going to be moving this dumping stockpile because, honestly, it's in the way. We could just as well dump it right over here. Just make a massive dumping stockpile over here. Don't allow any corpses in there. Don't allow any weapons in there either. We're just going to have it for chunks. There we go. And all these chunks will be hauled away now. We'll also haul some of this, like, slag. Because we can make metal out of it. And that's going to be a bit more out of the way. And then we'll make the stockpile over here that little bit bigger. That way we'll be able to trade a bit more with the outside world. Assuming they will trade with us, of course. Alright, let's get started. I have some plans for expanding further into the mountain over here. With some more, let's just say, farming rooms. But in order to do that, I would like a hallway coming from this little dining hall over here. Which, honestly, we might want to expand a bit more into the mountain itself. And then have like a hallway run out over here. Connect that up over here, and then have like a hallway over here. With basically two of these rooms, one on each side here. We could perhaps do some bedrooms over here or something. We're gonna dig some more bedrooms over here. We're gonna be doing a lot of work, basically. I've also been doing some reading, because, well, there have been some things that I've been interested in. For example, you just expanded your radius, didn't you? I've been taking a look at coolers. Now, why coolers, you might ask? Well, I've got this fridge over here. It used to be barely inside our base, but as we are slowly starting to build around it, I've been thinking about cooler placement. And thus I've been doing some research on like the subreddit and the wiki, things like that. Hell, even looking in the source code. They cool with a maximum force of like 3600 newtons, I believe. Or Kelvin. Whatever measurement they were using. Either way, the waste heat is actually a bit less efficient than the cooling itself. And I tested this by building a little room outside here. And I would cool one small room, like one block big. Follow that by leaving the output into a larger room, which had two coolers connected to it. I then found out that you need two coolers, or like more like 1.5 coolers, to cool the heat output from one cooler. Now you might say, well, that seems a little bit inefficient. You're not going to be using your coolers all the time, because at some point this will be cool enough, and besides, heaters use a lot less electricity, right? They're made to heat stuff. Which, until Alpha 15, I would agree with you. But now, they use 175 watts instead of the 100 that they used to. If you were simply using 100 watts, I would say yeah. Heaters are more efficient for heating up your base than coolers are, ironically. But, with this, you could theoretically heat up your base by having sort of like a perpetual motion machine, except it runs purely on waste heat. For example, I could replace these vents with coolers. For example, say I want to cool the fridge. I will dump the waste heat into this hydroponic room, which will then get cooled by this cooler, which will then dump its waste heat into the workshop, which will then dump its waste heat into the kitchen, which will then get cooled. You know, you could, in like the coldest regions, like for example, if we would ever go to an ice sheet, that would be an interesting way of both keeping your fridge cool and the rest of your base warm, simply by using excessive heat. Waste heat. I thought that was really interesting and I felt like sharing that. Apologies if that wasn't something that you're into, but I just found that really interesting and it stayed on my mind for a while. What can I say? There we go. We're gonna start digging another bedroom over here. There's gonna be a lot of mining this episode if I have my way. I'll also dig over there because walls. Which means we might as well dig these out at the same time and start building another wall over there. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of mining. And a lot of hunting in the meanwhile. Off you go, James. We need some more food. Let's see. Oh god, I love the animals. I'm so glad I decided to train them for hauling. And we've recruited Jen back. Welcome back, Jen. We've saved your priorities, thankfully. We can now turn this back into a non-prisoner room. Hell, you can even have your bed back. Said owner, Jen. Welcome back, Jen. Good to have you back. Now we need to cut down these trees. They are blocking the wind turbine. You're also being blocked by that one tree. We should be able to get rid of them fairly soon. And it does make like 100-watt difference. Seeing how we are now running a sun lamp and a bunch of hydroponic basins all day long. Might not be a bad idea to make sure that we get as much power as we can get. Which is why I like to build this solar panel as well at some point. Interesting. You are not providing any wind. Oh, now you are. It's a tiny bit. But it is wind nonetheless. That's like the downside of having like a giant outside area. We could make like concrete floors over here, which would block things from growing, but remember, we want to use this as a growing zone at some point. Hell, if we happen to find a geothermal vent somewhere in here, it'd be a lot easier to say, like, you know, we could just roof this and have it be an indoor farm where we grow things like corn. You know, for a bit of food variety. And food can also be eaten raw. Not that we'll have a problem with that, as we now have plenty of... Oh god. A cold snap has set in. Really? That's the second time. And it happens at the worst possible time when we have crops growing outside. I swear to god, this game is out to kill me, isn't it? It's a good thing we've come prepared. These hydroponic basins are nearly done growing their rice. Look at that. Why are you not growing? It's because it's like 6 p.m. These, however, do grow a little bit longer, and we nearly have our first rice from our hydroponic basins. It's taken quite a while, but I'm quite happy it just got done in the end. I'm also planning to dig extra battery rooms over here to store up more power. This is not exactly a permanent option. Although I don't mind having a few batteries in here. I am planning on like putting some more in here eventually. Or we could just put weapon racks here, like this is a fairly safe area to store weapons. And I've been looking at things like the heavy SMGs and things like that, and it turns out charge rifles naturally have the best DPS, DPM too probably. Hello beavers. You're gonna be a lot of food. You're also in a place where I will never cut down trees, so that is doubly okay. But yeah, thing I wanted to... God, I forgot my train of thought now. Oh yeah, right, weapons. I was looking at things like the heavy HMG. We can make the heavy submachine gun, which is like better than the Uzi, which is like the regular machine gun, I guess, like light machine gun, not regular machine gun. Blech. I am mixing up all my words today. But yeah, heavy SMG is basically the second most useful weapon in terms of raw DPS. Now its probable DPS is a lot lower because its accuracy at range is utterly awful, and it is perhaps slightly less accurate at close range than the charge rifle is, but then again, the charge rifle is a late game thing. Attacking drone. Mill colonists. Oh no. That is too bad. Get a rice plant up. You don't have any power. We need to run some power lines over here. There we go. You're still digging that out. That's good. Start putting some marble walls over here. It is minus 15 degrees outside. We are just not getting any food this year, are we? Oh, hello. There's freaking visitors over here. I mean, it's all good because they're friendly, I guess. I don't mind as much, but... does that mean we might be able to get raiders there? This is worrying, I must say. Don't like the look of this one bit. What do you have, buddies? We can sell you Wake Up. Once again, selling all the things. We have a bunch of cloth. I'm not sure where we got it from, but we can use that to make medicine, which is definitely okay. We're gonna vent all our simple meals, because I'm not sure how many of them have cannibal meat in them. Well, cannibal meat, you know, people meat. I am the best at words. Oh, you've got a good clever helmet. I would like that helmet. We will trade you all the terrible clothing we have. Seriously, we have a lot of it. Say that awful cowboy hat because it's awful. You also have a psychic foil helmet, which actually does something. It decreases your psychic sensitivity, so with this drone going on, for example, people would be less sad. Yeah, it's weird, but it works, so we're not going to question it. I will, however, sell them a bunch of clothing, just because spring cleanup in the summer. Just go with it. Just accept it as a thing. We're going to sell these frag grenades. They are quite bad, actually. And we'll just sell things like a shoddy survival rifle. And, oh, I don't know. More terrible weapons, because why not? A poor sniper rifle that's nearly broken. See, that's more like it. In the spirit of trade. And we get a good helmet out of it as well. A scout from White Mouse Sayo is visiting the colony. She's named Owl Tull. She has some items for trade. Oh. See, I like that. We still have Josephine, Affection, and Sunnybrook doing some hauling. It's very kind of them. Cute little animals. How are you doing on training? Oh, you can haul. I like it. See, we're getting things done. Especially now that we have animals to help us. Someone needs to harvest this rice at some point. Alpha Beaver Revenge, and it just died horribly. We've got some caribous as well. Oh crap. James. Run. Oh dear. But the good thing is you didn't lose any body parts. The bad news is, you are in one hell of a situation right now. Get Firefan, get Lisa, get Clover, get Engie. That should be enough firepower. Bring Tina as well. Jen, you can't... yeah. Jen is not a person to be asking in a moment like this. You're going for Crand. Who is Crand? You're Crand, okay. Problem solved. Yeah, we're gonna rescue James first, more than anyone else. I mean, they could probably fend for themselves. I like to think they can. Otherwise, well, not my problem. I'm not a babysitter. Crap. There we go. Josephine! You were hauling an alpha beaver. You are not the smartest foolish. Oh. It's fine. It's only a single scratch, and we didn't hit her. The beaver did. There we go. Just massive firepower. James is fine. See? He's fine. Look at the small He's only got a few scratches. He nearly lost his torso. He nearly died. Nearly lost his nose. Nearly lost a left thumb. It's 1 out of 7. Where is Alpha? There's Alpha. Right. You are not going to help James. We will have Tina do it. Tina's a lot closer. Angie, I'd like you to hold his stuff. Or at least his weapon. Are there any beavers here that are still alive? Yes, there is. Angie's playing a dangerous game there. Come on, guys. It's only one beaver. The visitors are leaving. And they're not sad. That's good. Would have been bad if they were angry because of what happened. Like, it's not our fault you got attacked by angry beavers. Oh yeah, you can unmilitarize. How's your shooting skill doing, guys? 5,600. I'll take it. Right, a successful day of hunting. Where are you guys going? Oh, watch out for Hunt, he's bleeding. How's James doing? Jen, could you treat James, please? I'd very much appreciate it if he didn't die. You still have muscle parasites, that's why you're walking slow. I mean, we're getting stuff done here. We're getting these marble blocks out, finally. We've already hauled, like, a lot of things. If we, like, unselect slack chunks. You can see James can walk again. That's good. What's it? Well, it's a lot of things. We are hauling a lot of things. To be expected. There we go, finish off that hallway. It's only 1 or 2 degrees inside right now. It is snowing again outside. We really are not very lucky, eh? Did we leave a door open to the outside or something? Our heaters just flat out aren't working. Oh, you are all indoors. Oh, it's right. Lucy James has gotten a lot of infections. We need to build this wall because I accidentally tore down the wall here and it never got built. Right, yeah, that explains why everything here is super cold. Angie, get to it, please. James, you'll be fine. You've got Jen taking care of you. Jen's 15 medicine. It's fine. Meanwhile, we'll make sure that nobody here dies of frostbites or just, you know. It is, like, remarkable to see 2 coolers and just, like, 4 heaters being unable to keep up with that. Because in theory, they should cool as much as 1 heater heats up. But then the waste heat, of course. The waste heat is something we will be looking at taking advantage of. Let's say it like that. Another group of Hackers River are visiting the colony. I like this. We're getting a lot of visitors. I like the idea. Oh god, you've got 3 infections now, James. Trust me, it's going to be okay. But you'll need to stay in bed for a while. Yeah, non-ideal temperature, so there's nothing growing here. Thankfully, indoors is starting to heat up now. It's just very slowly. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to build coolers that'll use the fact that we're still trying to cool this, and like we'll keep 1 cooler in here just as a precaution, but yeah, we're gonna try and heat the base with our coolers. But we'll now need to fix the fact that there's a giant hole in here, because otherwise things are going to be just as... Oh, that's bad. We just ran out of power. There's just more trees that keep growing here. That is very annoying. They keep blocking all the wind energy we can get. Oh god. On the plus side, we've got a rat over there. I don't know how that is a plus side, but hey, we'll take it. Definitely finish that wall. Middle. Let's not shoot Fire Fan! Just because he went berserk doesn't mean we have to shoot him to death. Okay? Thank you. Christ. Sorry, Fire Fan. That had to be done. I'm sure you understand. Look at it this way, more medical practice for Jen. This time it's Josephine going for the medical treatment. Oh dear, James, your torso is not looking good. Yeah, we are going to give you medicine soon. We'll just need to wait for that one treatment to be done, then we'll ramp you up to use medicine, because you are going to be in a lot of trouble if we don't give you proper medicine now. Oh boy. All these crops have died as well, because it's now cold indoors. You know how we were getting better? Yeah, I may have just screwed it up again. My bad. Angie, I need you to finish that wall quickly. For the love of God. You're in a good bed, right? It's a masterwork bed. Josephine has rejected Firefan's marriage proposal. Firefan is going to be unhappy about this. Poor guy. Are they still in a relationship? Yes, they are, but he's not. He is not happy. Poor guy. Build all the walls, NG, quickly. It is a priority of life and death, I swear. So there you go, over-eager mining and a cold snap at the same time can kill our colony. Because I am just not allowed to have fun. I love you too, Rimworld. It's fine, we'll be fine. I promise. We're just gonna have to clench your cheeks a bit more. Is there anything we can hunt, like buffalo? One plus side. Alpha beavers are not gonna rot. It's one hell of a weird plus side, I guess. James needs treatment. Major. Okay, that one is getting better. Alphas. Actually, I'd rather have Jen do it. There we go. Jen's gonna be able to give the best treatment. We do have a roof now, so things are getting warmer. The psychic drone is ending. I'd like the cold snap to be gone, to be honest. Like, way to make things difficult for us. You've got frostbite. Oh no. Yeah, they didn't come prepared for this. Poor guys. You are hauling an alpha beaver. Good, we need to haul stuff. You all roofed? Just out of precaution, tell everything in here to be roofed. Everything. Because we do not want to lose heat to accidental unroofings. It's going to be okay, James. We'll drag you through this. Kicking and screaming, but we will drag you through this. We need to cut all those trees, otherwise we're not going to have enough power. And even then... more rice. We're going to need a hell of a lot of food. I will tell you to not use any power. Is there anything else we can shut down? Probably you. We already have one high-tech research bench shut off. We might want an extra heater inside. No, like, it's fine over here. It's just that the vents aren't all that effective. Fire fan's nearly fully healed. Things are still a bit of a mess, but it's getting warmer inside. We've saved these 2 plants, I guess. We've got some meat. It's far from plenty. Oh crap, we forgot to trade with them. They are leaving, I think, but they are so slow we might have to rescue them. Oh, we've got a good machine pistol. We could buy medicine for a decent price. I will go for that. I'm not going to sell any meals right now, because we are going to need all the food. Jesus Christ. We'll sell a frag grenade. Sell some clothing. Some pants. Parka. Already sold most of the crappy things. I think we'll just leave it at this. Get a bunch of... Oh Christ, they're fleeing. He just fell over dead. Awful pistol. So did you. Oh my god. Thankfully, we didn't take a relations hit because of that, but bloody hell. What gear are you wearing? Good clothing, like good quality. Like, I hate to say it. That is good for us. Even if it is absolutely awful to see people keel over and fall dead. Definitely wouldn't recommend it. We're gonna haul that medicine while we can. We're gonna haul their bodies and we're gonna strip them. They're just dropping one by one. Guys, you need to get inside. They just fell over and like, yeah. Frostbite's a pain, isn't it? Wow. I feel awful. It's not even my fault that they died, but they bloody well died. James, please be alive after this. You should be fine. We've given you the best treatment we can. With medicine and everything. Oh, for Christ's sake. Please cut down these trees. We're losing so much power because of it. There we go. Send Engie to do it. Sorry, Engie. You're sort of my go-to savior for all this. There we go, we have some rice. It's not a whole lot, but it's a start, I guess. Oh dear. Yeah, turns out, things are not going as smoothly as I wanted them to go. Welcome to Rimworld. Things don't go as planned. Right, I'm sorry, Engie, I really need you to cut down more trees. I'm very happy to see the dogs helping out with the hauling around here, but we need more done. We're losing like 1500 watts, and even if that was there for like just a minute, being able to get a minute of 1500 watts would be so much better. Especially now that we'll need the power for all the hydroponic basins and whatnot. I think we need to stop butchering humans. Although, at this point, we might as well keep doing it. We're not going to use them for food anymore. Because I cancelled that bill. We're just going to be using it for kibble now. You are actually fine. I'm sorry. It's just these 2 trees now that are being blocking us. So we'll cut them down and be on our way. Thank goodness. We finally get a bit of extra wind power because of that. We have hauled a lot of chunks and it's not even enough. Like, there's over 80 things here. Why, James? Why did you leave bed? Damn it, James. I needed you in bed. You need to build up immunity. Oh my god. Did UKC James just kill himself by walking out of bed to eat at a table? Will he be okay after all this? With his severe illnesses and everything. Will we ever solve our fledgling food crisis? Find out next time on another exciting episode of Rimworld. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel and you would like to see more Rimworld because it is getting tense, do hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the episode, do let me know by clicking that like button. And if you would like to be named as one of these unfortunate souls in my colony, do consider supporting me over at patreon.com/Derpdigital. And as always, until next time, have a good one, folks.